If you're still paying or making the same rate you were in 2023, you are falling behind. In 2026, the market rate for a professional nanny isn't just about the hourly check. It's about the total compensation package. Hi, I'm Vivi, and today we're looking at the hard data. What does a nanny actually cost in 2026, and what benefits are now considered the standard if you want to keep your caregiver long term? So let's look at the numbers. In 2026, we are seeing this massive shift in what is now considered a living wage. Entry-level nannies in mid-sized cities are now starting at $25 to $30 per hour. Career nannies in high cost of living areas like New York City, San Francisco, or Seattle are commanding somewhere between $35 to $50 per hour. If you're offering $15 to $20 per hour in a major city, you're not just hiring a professional, you're hiring a hobbyist. In this market, that leads to a high turnover and even ghosting before the job even starts. Professional care requires professional compensation. Now, parents, here is the #1 mistake in negotiation. Never negotiate in take-home or net pay. Always negotiate in gross hourly rate. Why? Because the nanny taxes are their responsibilities and your taxes are yours. If you promise $1,000 take-home pay, your actual cost could be $1,400 or more after taxes. By sticking to a gross rate, you keep the relationship professional and your budget predictable. Use a payroll service to handle the math. No need to be a CPA at the kitchen table. Now, to retain a nanny these days, the hourly rate is just the beginning. Here is the 2026 standard checklist. #1, guaranteed hours. This is non-negotiable. If you go on vacation, the nanny still gets paid. If the grandparents come to visit, the nanny still gets paid. You are paying for them to be available. #2, paid time off or PTO. The standard is 2 weeks, 10 days of the nanny's choice. #3 is paid sick days, at least 5 days off. Please note that now many states legally require this for household staff. Without these three, a nanny is just an on-call worker, and she will leave the moment another family offers her a more stable and professional package. Now, beyond the basics, we have to talk about the modern benefits that sets the top 1% of employees apart. In 2026, you don't have to provide a group health plan. Most families use a QSEHRA or an ICHRA. This is a tax-free stipend that you provide your nanny to buy their own insurance. It's a massive win for the nanny's health and a huge tax deduction for the family. It is the gold standard for 2026 domestic employment. Now, let's be clear. Nannies are non-exempt employees. This means legally, anything over 40 hours in a 7-day work week must be paid at time and a half the hourly rate. You cannot salary a nanny to avoid paying overtime. If you try to pay a flat weekly rate for $50 of work, you are opening yourself to a wage and hour lawsuit that you will lose. In 2026, paying legally includes paying overtime correctly. Now, let's be honest, inflation is real, and your nanny's rent is going up every year. A raise on the nanny's work anniversary of 3 to 5% should be automatically put on. On top of that, a holiday bonus. Usually 1 to 2 weeks pay is the industry standard. And let's not forget the commute. If your nanny uses her car for work, in 2026, the IRS mileage rate is 72.5 cents per mile. I've linked a mileage tracking app below. Use it. Don't make your nanny pay for your gas out of their own pocket. When you add it all up, the taxes, the stipend, and the PTO, the true cost of a nanny is usually 1.2 to 1.3 times the hourly rate. If you realize this total package is outside of your budget, don't lower the nanny's wages. Instead, consider a nanny share, which I covered in the previous video. It's better to pay a fair share than to pay a lowball private rate. Always budget for the human, not the hours. Fair pay is the foundation of a happy home. If you want a professional, you have to pay a professional wage. If you're ready to put this into a formal agreement, make sure to watch my video on nanny interview red flags so you find someone worth the investment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join this community, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!